What's up, guys? It's me again, Christian Rodriguez, and today I want to continue. So I made a part one of this video of the Gmail Airtable video. So now this is part two. I I finagled around with it and I added some more nodes. I added some more tools to it just to make it a bit cooler. To be honest, a bit cooler. Also, I actually think this will be useful. So I'll show you what I did. So, wow, give me one moment. I kind of forgot for a second. We went here. Holy shoot. All right, so this is what we did. If you guys remember, just so I could remind you guys, refresh you guys a little bit, we had this Gmail trigger, right? For now, I did it 1 month. I didn't. You could do every minute. I don't want to do every minute because I'm just doing this for as a demo. It's just a side project. But if I'm using this everyday situation, then 100% I'll do it every minute. But all right, there's a Gmail, right? We have the edits node, right? So the Gmail comes through here. It makes edits, so it takes whatever comes from the Gmail, takes the JSON from the subject and the now. So that's the date, right? Then it goes into Airtable, and it puts what it has to put, and everything is from here, right? And then it goes in, and then it sends you the message on Telegram. So remember, we went through the credentials. If you're wondering how to do this, I recommend watching part one and then going back from there. But yeah, then we go through Airtable. We put the stuff that came from the previous nodes. I think it's from the edit node. I think that's where it's originally from. And then we put it here, right? But before we're gonna add some things to it to make this even better. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. So I'm gonna add another subject, and I'm gonna name it. For now, I'm gonna name it tag. Cool. I have another subject. We're gonna go. I'm just gonna run this again so I can have something to work with. Pumpkins, here we come. Cool. Starbucks. Oh, it's pumpkin season. That makes sense. I cannot believe the summer is like almost over. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know about you guys. I love Starbucks, but all right. So I don't get too far off topic. I'm gonna create another field. Same like I did in Airtable. It's gonna be tag. So I'm gonna name this tag. We're gonna go to the value right here. All right. I'm moving myself. I am moving my head. Cool. Cool. It's almost time. Give me one moment, guys. All right, what's up, guys? So I looked at my other project, right? I went back to here. I went back to here in my project, right? And for the sake of the video, also for the sake of just practicing, I put this, which is subject dot includes, and then I just put school, right, to filter specifically for school emails. And for JSON, I put to filter also for Zoom emails. That's it. I only put it to filter those two emails. And the reason why I did that is because this almost works as like an email. It receives your email, but it also filters out for the emails you want to see. And it doesn't have to be school. It doesn't have to be Zoom. It could be any sort of email that you create. It doesn't matter. It could be any email. I guess for the sake of me practicing, but also to show you guys, I just put school or Zoom just as an example. But for now, we could go with that, and then if you decide you want to move forward with this, you could you could create you could do your email for anything. You could do your email specifically for your company. You could do it for specifically a person. That doesn't matter. All right, let's keep going. It's just if you think about it. We get 1,000 emails like each day, and most of it is crap. Most of it is crap we're never gonna see. So that's the point of what this workflow is for. That's how I got that idea because emails are. I hate emails. I don't go through emails. They're so uninteresting. So if you get an important email, which you occasionally do, or something of interest, you're going to look at the email. But instead, you get a notification on Telegram. All right, so let's go here. What's going on? Did it not save? Yes, it did. I saved everything, right? Oh, I know what's going on. I have to. It does this weird thing sometimes. Some caffeine should be good. All right. So it went through, which is good. Awesome, awesome. Cool, cool. All right. Now we're gonna go to the Airtable. Create a record. I'm gonna start naming this. I'm gonna change the name of this to email contacts, just so it matches Gmail. Or I'm gonna name it Gmail Airtable demo. Gmail Airtable demo. Do this one. Cool. We need to restart this. I think. Yeah, because I remember I added the extra subject, so this is a little off. So this is what I'm gonna have to do. Did I just like lose everything? What's going on? All right, go to contacts list, and then go back to Gmail Airtable demo. Everything's gonna come up. All the subjects. Oh, dude. All right, let's try again. Yep, I knew that was the case. And then we're gonna go to the table. Cool, cool, cool. Mail. Starbucks. Subject. It's almost time. Cool. We're gonna put the date. Super easy for us. We don't have to do any crazy shit. We just put it in, and that should be fine. Tag. Yes. Awesome. Amazing. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna execute the step. I might have to yep, click out of it. Go here. Amazing. One thing I kind of want to make this look nicer. Then we got to put the tag in. All right. Now it's vertical. Cool. I just want to see. Sorry, my OCD kicked in. So I kind of want to make this look decent and nice. Cool, cool. So the emails first. It's almost time. The tag, whatever. All right. Let's see. Cool. Also, make sure when you're working on this workflow, make sure you hit save. You don't want to not hit save, and then you do all this work, and for some reason your computer shuts off or something happens. and you lose everything. So always make sure you click save because it's happened to me a few times and it can be frustrating, but it gives you a chance to do something better. All right, and now we're gonna add a little bit of a tweak. Now we're gonna start adding new nodes and what I've been doing. So we're gonna go to switch. Right, we're gonna stick to rules. We're gonna have value. What was the values again? Give me one moment. Awesome. So we're gonna make one for school. Contains. So we're gonna do school. School contains. And so what we're gonna do, we're creating a filter for emails that say school. And then we're gonna create another one for Zoom. We're gonna go to contain, same thing. We're gonna rename it to Zoom. So make sure there's no typos. Even the spacing, you see that? That causes bugs. So if you do this, you see how I did a space there? And then I just leave it. It could create a bug. So here, right? Like this should be okay. It says it works, but if you leave it, it could cause a bug later on. So I'm just telling you, like always watch out for the spacing. I learned that recently and I thought it'd be really good to talk about. All right, so with school. Oh yeah, Zoom. I forgot. Email. Actually, I'm going to do this manually. So we're going to do JSON dot fields dot tag. Then here we're going to do JSON dot. I also do this because it's good practice. Dot fields dot tags. Cool. So yeah, we have one for school. We have one for Zoom. Now we're going to click execute step. I don't know why it does this. So weird. Oh, better save. We got to connect the Zoom one too. All right, so it didn't go through. Like it went through, but it didn't. What did I do wrong? There's no output. Oh, I know why. So it didn't go through. So it's actually correct. My mistake. So the reason why it didn't go through, because obviously this is an email that contains school and an email that contains Zoom. This is Starbucks. So of course it's not going to work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to send myself a Zoom email. So let's go to Zoom. Before I do that, I just want to show you guys. Before I get to Zoom, I just want to show you guys that it's working. If you look back here, demo bot, it says Starbucks, shows the email. It's almost time. General, shows the date. Awesome. That was before I created the filter. Now that I created a filter, it will not go through. All right, I'm in my Zoom email. I'm in my email. So I'm going to email myself something about Zoom. So Zoom invite, and I'm just going to email myself. All right, Zoom invite. Inviting you to scheduled Zoom meeting. blah, blah, blah. Send message. So I sent myself, oh, I forgot to send. Oh, I forgot to create the workflow. I have to do it again. Yes, I do. Gonna erase it. Just send it again. How about that? I'm gonna send myself the Zoom invite. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, the LinkedIn one went through. Oh, dude. Let's see. Maybe the school one went through next. All right, the Zoom meeting went. Yep, Zoom. Right, we're gonna go back to Switch, right? If you see right here, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can understand. So if you go back to the Switch node, right? Obviously a process like normal, but instead of it going straight to Airtable all the way to Telegram, it went to Switch, right? And Switch played almost like a filter. So it only looked for emails that contained Zoom or contained school. And it ended up getting an email for Zoom. So it ended up going through. It went right through. And of course, school didn't go through. And any other email doesn't go through. It just stops here at its tracks. And even what I did yesterday, I'm gonna go back. If you see, I even created one for Zoom. I created an if node. So I'll show you guys that real quick. So I'm gonna go back to also so you guys can see the email. So if you see right here, I have the notification for the email, the Zoom invite, right? I'm no longer gonna get anything from Starbucks, but I'm gonna get Zoom stuff. Hope I don't get sick. All right, Zoom. Actually, I did not complete this yet, so we're gonna figure it out right now on the spot. Let's see what's happening. All right, so I'm gonna filter this. We're gonna go to contains Christian Rodriguez. This is just an example. Contains Christian Rodriguez. We're gonna put. We gotta go to expression. We're gonna go here. We're gonna put $sign. This is about that money. We're gonna put JSON. We're gonna put dot fields. Dot tag. No, dot email. So if you continue with the Zoom, it's gonna. Awesome. So it went through. And now if we had another email. All right, I'm gonna send myself a Zoom meeting link. Let's see what it says. So we're going to click here. It's going, yes. Okay, and it stopped. It's false. So it's not going to go through because I programmed it for Dio Gonzalez. But obviously, Dio Gonzalez didn't get the email, and it doesn't say Christian Rodriguez. It only says Christian Rodriguez in the email. So now it didn't work, which is exactly what we wanted. So now we don't get the notification. But if we get emails for the supposed Dio Gonzalez, then it's going to go through. So we look back. It should work now. We should be able to send the email. It goes through each of the nodes, each of the processes. It goes into the switch node. It filters it out if it's school or Zoom. And maybe for Zoom, you only want it for one person or whatever. So you set it up and you get it for that specific person, but all the other Zoom links are ignored. Right? And same with school. And obviously, you don't have to do school or Zoom, as mentioned before. I just use it for the sake of the example. But you can use this with just about anything you want to choose. Anything that you want to filter out, what emails are most important to you, you could filter it to that. And if you're concerned, you can always add more. You don't only have to add 2. You could also add 3, 4, 5. But you don't have to look at all of your emails. You just get the notification for the most important ones. And, well, that's really it, guys. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free, shoot a follow, and yeah, leave a comment too. Bye-bye.